Hi, thanks for joining me for this week's quick business tip. Today, we are going to talk about having a core offer because it's really easy as entrepreneurs and business owners to get a little overwhelmed by adding more and more and more services, trying to make everybody happy. Um, and today we're going to talk about how narrowing your focus to one core offer will actually help you scale even faster. Now, it is not unusual as an entrepreneur to have this deep feeling inside you to just want to help people. And it can be most people, all people, everyone. But the problem that happens when you try to be everything to everyone is that you end up offering so many different services that not only do your customers get confused about what might be the right service for them, but it's super easy for you to get confused about all your different offerings, your pricings, and then how to go about talking about all of those things all of the time so that everyone knows what you offer. Let's break this down a little bit more. First of all, you have your confused clients. When you have more than really two or three options that you present publicly to potential clients, a lot of people are just going to go into this decision paralysis. They don't know what to choose. They're afraid of making the wrong choice. And so they end up not choosing anything at all. And what is going to happen is they're still going to have that problem that you are trying to solve for them, but they're going to go to your competitor who offers one or two options, and they are going to select one of those, and they are never going to do business with you. And we have seen this over and over with a lot of different studies, but the one that I like to cite is the jelly taste testing study. So they had two tables in the same grocery store at the same time on the same day. So these were the exact same people that they were studying in both of these tables. One table had 30 different flavor options of jelly, and you could taste anything you wanted for free. The other table had three jelly options. Do you know which table served the most samples? It was the one with three options because people walked by the one with 30 different options. They didn't know which one to choose. And even when it's not a critical decision, you have nothing to lose if you pick the wrong flavor of jelly to taste test for free. They still were afraid of making the wrong decision, and so they went to the next table where it was an easy choice. I don't like blackberries. I don't like red raspberries. Strawberry, that's me. I want the strawberry. Let's see what the strawberry tastes like. The other problem that you have when you try to be everything to everyone is that you really end up diluting your expertise. So you try to become a jack of all trades. You can do everything. But then people start paying attention a little bit closer, like they have been in the last 6 to 18 months. And they start really focusing on what you're talking about on social media, what you're talking about in your email nurture campaigns, what's on your website. And they know that you can't really be an expert in 20 different areas. And so they want to go work with someone who really hones in and focuses on the one problem that they're trying to solve, and they're going to do business with them. You also end up wasting a lot of your resources when you try to be everything to everybody. You spread your time, your energy, and your marketing dollars way too thin. Your marketing message has to become way too vague. And then you don't really resonate with your target audience. And as a result, you're going to see your sales decline. Now, I used to try to offer all of the marketing services to my clients. I was web design, social media, SEO. I would help with logos, business cards, letterheads. But number one, I wasn't passionate about all of those things. And number two, it made it really hard to explain to someone what it was that I did. Unless they came to me and said, "Hey, I'm looking for a logo. Do you do that?" I could say, "Yes, I do." But when someone came to me and said, "What do you do?" All of a sudden I'm stumbling and falling over my words. Well, it depends on what you want. I mean, if you're looking for that, I can do that. And then if you're looking for this, I can do this too. And oh, you want that? Like, yeah, I got that too. And it really made it sound like I didn't know anything about what I was talking about. And they couldn't possibly keep up with my train of thought and really think that I offered them value in the area that they were looking to solve. So once I narrowed down and did two things, focused on the thing that I loved doing more than anything else, I was so passionate about, so excited about my offer that that shined through to my audience anytime that I talk to someone about it. So now, if someone asks what I do, I help people craft a marketing message that truly resonates with their audience, and then implement that into a simple 8-step strategy that is going to get them rapid results faster than ever before. That allows me to become an expert in these two things. I can help you create a marketing message that resonates with your audience, and I can help you design and implement a strategy that's going to get you results that you've been looking for. Now, not only do I attract more clients, I attract higher paying clients. And here's the best part. My clients are then able to tell other people what I do. Because when I did this and this, this and this and this and this and this and this, it makes it really difficult for them to tell other people what I do. So I understand the struggle that comes with how do I choose just one thing? Because I've had this conversation with hundreds of business owners. Everybody thinks they're the only one. And they tell me, you don't understand. I do so many things. I do understand. I totally get it. And here's the thing I do too. I still do web design and SEO and Google ads and logo design. And I do all of those things, but I do them based on the backbone of a clear marketing message that resonates with your audience and where it fits into the 8-step strategy that is going to help you get more customers, loyal customers, and customers that are going to refer you business. So, how do you go about choosing your one thing? Number one, run a profit check. List out all of your businesses and which ones make you the most money. So where do you have the highest profit margins? And here's where you have to take into account how much time is spent on a project. Because if, maybe you have a $10,000 service, but it's a full year to complete that service. If you have a $5,000 service that gets completed in 2 or 3 months, the $5,000 service has a higher profit margin. So list out everything that you do and figure out how to compare them to each other in a way where you are really comparing apples to apples. Some people like to do this with actual dollar amounts. Some people find it easier to just do it on a 1 through 5 scale. 1 having the lowest profit margin. So there's a lot of cost involved. Maybe you have to hire contractors, or you have like an entire team of employees that work on this type of project. And 5 being the most profitable. So you are spending the least amount of time and the least amount of money and producing the highest profit point. The second thing that you need to consider, because even though we are in business to make money, it is also very much about how much you enjoy doing what you do. If you don't love your job, it's going to come across in your marketing. It's going to come across every time you have a conversation with a client. And that's just not going to be good for your business. I can put together the best messaging and the best strategy for you. And if every time you get in front of a client, you are just like, yeah, I offer that service. It's great. They're going to know and they're not going to want to buy from you. So again, this works great on a scale of 1 to 5. Go through the exact same list that you just went through and write down on a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10 if it makes you more comfortable. What is the joy factor? So how much do you love doing this? How much does it give you energy or how much does it suck the energy out of you? What is it that you love doing so much that it makes you want to jump out of bed an hour earlier, ready to tackle the day? Now, we're going to take the same list of the same services again, and we want to go through and think about what services do your clients get excited about. So they're the ones that they are giving you referrals for. They're the ones that they're leaving testimonials for. They're coming to you and saying, this changed my life. This changed my business. This is amazing. I am so happy that I met with you. I am so happy that I did business with you. I cannot wait to tell my friends, family, other entrepreneurs about you. You need to know what we're looking at here is the value that your target market puts on your service. So how much do they love it? I am a pretty simple person, scale of 1 to 5 again. And then we're going to do the confidence scale. So how confident are you at pitching each of these individual services? How easily does your sales pitch flow when you're having a conversation? And I'm not talking about the pitchy conversations. I'm talking about the ones where someone asks you what you do, then they want a little bit more information. They're asking more specific questions. You're talking to them about their business, their life, their family, their kids, and it just flows into the conversation. We all have 2 or 3 of our services where it's just like, oh my gosh, I know you. I have done so much work with people just like you. I know that what I offer can change your life, and I can't wait to tell you about it. So, piece of paper, 5 columns. First column is just a list of services. Second column, on a scale of 1 to 5. Or you can actually use your profit numbers. How much does each service, what kind of profit does each service bring in? Then we have the joy factor. That's going to be your third column. How much do your clients love and value each service? That's the fourth column. And the last column is how confident, how easy is it for you to sell this product or service? Now, when I say how easy is it to sell, I don't mean this is the one that clients buy the most often. I'm talking about your ability to have a conversation about it, to be excited about it, to easily flow with the sales pitch. So it's not feeling forced on either side. So once you've gone through all of that, you can just put your total. If you're doing it on a scale of 1 to 5 for all of your services, it makes it really easy to total it up and then figure out which one has the highest number. That is going to be your one superstar service. Now, if you have 2 or 3 that are kind of close to each other, what I like to do is go back to how much you enjoy it and how much your clients love it, rave about it, talk about it. Because those are going to be the 2 biggest factors in whether or not it's super easy to sell, that you love selling it, that you love delivering whatever it is that you're delivering to your clients, those are going to have you're going to get the positive feedback from your clients every time you deliver the service, and you're going to have that positive energy every time you wake up because you know that you are waking up to deliver that service that you love delivering. So once we have the one service that you're going to focus on, let's just say for the next 90 days, okay? You're going to focus on one service for the next 90 days. The next thing that you need to do is you need to craft that killer message. You need to craft the message that is going to resonate with your perfect fit ideal client, that center of the bullseye client that you love working with, that we've already identified because I've talked about this on so many episodes. You are going to really dig in, find out what words they use to describe the problem that you are going to solve, and paint that picture of what their life is going to look like once they have gone through your coaching, after you've delivered on your services, whatever it is that you do for them. You want to create the best possible marketing message. Then you are going to create that process, system, workflow that allows you to market, onboard, and deliver amazing results for that one service. You're just going to write it all out. This is the process. This is how people come into my system. This is how we onboard them. This is the amazing result that they are going to get and the time frame in which they're going to get it. And maybe they get 2, 3, 4 different results. You're going to list them all out and when they're going to get those results. And then you're also going to, in this process, outline what happens at the end. Is there a next service? What is their next step with you? Are they just asked to leave a review, give you referrals, and you never talk to them again? Or do you have another program that they could transition into at that point? Once you've done those two things, you are ready to position yourself as an expert. You want to be the one that everybody comes to when they have this one specific problem and they fall into your center of the bullseye target market. You then want to create the content. You want to speak at events. You want to put out YouTube videos. You want to go back and look at your LinkedIn profile. It might need a little bit of tweaking as you now position yourself as the standalone expert in this one specific area of your business. And of course, when you are the expert in this one thing, you can now start getting premium pricing for your services. You no longer find yourself competing on price with the other service providers because you are it. You are the person that solves this problem, and anybody who wants this problem solved, they are going to come to you, and you can start charging what you're really worth. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that you will give this a try and focus on the one most powerful offer that you can give your clients on a regular basis. Now, by offering this one service, that does not mean that you stop offering the rest of them. You just stop marketing it. You stop putting it out there on social media. It's maybe your other services are somewhere down in the footer. Maybe these are services that you talk to your client about once you've sold them on the core offer. Or there's something that you keep in your back pocket as sort of a downsell if they're not ready to go with your high ticket offer. But everything that is public facing is going to be about this one service that you offer. And by targeting one audience with one problem and one offer, I promise you, you will start seeing amazing results. I would love to see what you get after doing this for just 90 days. That is the minimum of how long it's going to take for your marketing to catch up to what you're actually doing. So if you start now, before the end of the year, you can start having incredible sales that feel so much easier than they've ever felt before. Now, if you've gone through, you've done the spreadsheet, you've got your 5 columns, you got your total number, you know what your target market is, and you know what you want to offer them, but you're feeling a little unsure about your messaging. You're not 100% certain that it resonates, or you're kind of stuck trying to choose between 1 to 3 services that you've like, oh, look, I have 3 and they all have the same number. I can't choose. I would love to just have a conversation with you. Now, we are not in this conversation going to completely craft out your amazing marketing message. That takes, it usually takes 2.5 hours. We break it up into 2 meetings, but it takes 2.5 hours just to create a message that is really going to resonate with your audience. It is so worth your time. However, for free, I would be happy to sit down with you for 20, 30 minutes, talk about what you're offering, where you're struggling. Because usually it's just you're just a little unsure. You're just a little off track somewhere. And so we can clear that up and I can help you create that system that you need to really start seeing results in that 90-day period. Use the link in the show notes, schedule your call with me, and make sure that you come back next week when we will talk about more quick business tips. I'm Jennifer with Limitless Impact Agency.